Hello, everybody. Just watched the last second of the Toto show. Holy snapping turtles! Phew. It was amazing. God, I was pleasantly surprised. Let me see if I can move my thing. I'm on by myself right now. I'm on by myself, just hanging out, me and my fireplace, my Christmas decorations. Not much going on. It's Saturday night. Just watched Toto live. It says, thanks for watching. I've still got it over here. For whatever reason, I was trying to put it on our big TV. Anyone who's a Facebook friend of mine would have noticed that. And we just got this nice 75-inch TV for the wall. It's on the wall. And we could get the picture, but we couldn't get the sound. So we had to play it on the MacBook. Hello from Pink. I can't get that. Where is everybody? Pink Bubbles. Oh, Pink Bubbles. Anyway, we're good night, Alberto Gonzalez. I'm having problems seeing tonight. I wonder if I can do this on my iPad. Sometimes it's easier if I can do this on the iPad. I don't know if I can. Let's see if we can. Your channel. Shouldn't it come up? Oh, here it is. So I'm putting this on. Oh, here it is. I can see it on here now. I'll put the sound down. So hopefully I can see it, and I'll get my son to put it big. Hello from Saskatoon. Holy snapping turtles. We've got some people from Saskatoon. How's COVID in Saskatoon? I've only been to Saskatoon, I think, twice. Been in every... Hola from Connecticut, John. Richard Matto. Hey, Richard. He's a Facebook friend of mine. Richard, you always have nice posts. Michael Jones. Read the Rolling Stone interview. Sad. I'm not sure what they said. Look at him. Can you see? Look at him watching myself. It's weird. It's strange, I tell you. What a great show. The energy was crazy. Hello from Clyde, Texas. Love your channel from Boston. Thank you. Appreciate it. Toto was smoking hot tonight. Well put. Well put. Brian Cox. Man, holy... The energy of the show was amazing. Like that's why we had it on standby during David Page. Well, David Page came on when Rosanna came on, and how he and Steve Picaro ended sad. I know, but I'm still friends with Steve, and we'll reach out to him when his album comes out. I'm still friends with Shem. Talk to Shem now and then. I've talked to Shem's... yeah, so good, Jeff. You're right. I can't imagine how... can you tell? I'm usually not at a loss for words. And Joe Williams. Joe, we got to get you on the channel. We're working on it. And we're sure we can get Joe on here. Luke said he'd come on. Danica, could you let the dogs out, please? Thank you. The energy was incredibly tonight. Yeah, Richard, you're right. I don't know what I expected. I mean, I expected it to be good, but it was unbelievable, like crazy. And Steve Majoria, the new keyboardist, unbelievable. Sput, the drummer, holy moly. That's what I'm saving holy snapping turtles for. That guy was crazy. And my son was mentioning, my son's a drummer, and he was doing drum covers of like Toto for Rosanna when he was 8 or 9, and he really got into that, that halftime shuffle for Rosanna, and he watched Sput play tonight. He was playing. Hey Chase, how was he playing open hand? Yeah, Chase says he was playing Rosanna open hand, which is like really hard to do, which means he has as much independence, and of course that drummer does. Sput has as much independent on each hand. The shuffle left-handed, it was like, yeah, okay, that was something. Yeah, my son was watching that, and he spent a long time learning the halftime shuffle, a long time, and the Fool in the Rain shuffle, and the Bernard Purdie shuffle. He knows them all, and he's 17 now, so he's got them pretty down pat. But he was amazed by Sput. He says that's crazy. John Pierce, I didn't know John and Luke had been playing together since they were like kids, like, before Toto, which was good. Great show, very enjoyable. Steve Lukather is one of the best guitarists. Yeah, he was on fire tonight. I have so much respect for him as a musician. It was just, when I heard Running Out of Time from Toto 14, I hadn't interviewed him yet. I had to say, where do you come up with these things on guitar? And his answer was, because I've interviewed Steve 3 times now, Luke 3 times, and he said, well, I'm playing with some of the best cats in the world. I'm going, yeah, you're just being modest. Come on. They still do 99. They didn't do it tonight. And I'm not sure if they would do that because it looks like they're going into an area. Even when he played, what was it? He played, I think Hold the Line. Was it Hold the Line when he said we have to do it? No 99. No, they didn't play 99. But when he said we have to play it, I think there was something in that basically said we really want to rock it out. We really want to do that. And some guys mellow out in old age. White Sister was amazing, wasn't it? Oh man. My son was playing air drums and I was playing hi-hat, bass drum with my feet. He's like miles better than me. But he said, man, that's crazy. The band though I don't know how much they practice. Zachary, yes. Were those the best background vocals or what? Yeah, they've picked some guys. Well, with the exception of John Pierce doesn't sing background. White Sister was when I jumped off my couch. Yeah, Jeff, well put. Because I heard the set list. I'd seen the set list before. A few people had sent it to me, and I paid for the broadcast, but I was sent a full copy of it as well before. But I chose to, I paid for the broadcast. I wanted to support the band, and I waited for the live broadcast, the last one, to come on. And you know what? I freaking hate COVID-19, but I have to admit, this was an enjoyable situation of going, I could get into this for now. Where was this end? Is it still available? I'm not sure. I don't know. I haven't talked to the band. I had a text between Steve Lukather maybe 2-3 weeks ago. He always sends me long texts. He's funny, but he's great. I mean, he's really funny. And there's always like something in there that'll make me laugh. Not at him, but with him because of some of the things he sends me. And so it's nice with people like Luke where you can actually text him on his phone, whatever he has. They played Pamela. Yeah, Pamela was this third song. They played Till the End from Fahrenheit. Then they went into Hold the Line, Pamela, the title song to Kingdom of Desire, which is one of their heavier albums. White Sister with a drum solo from Sput. It was amazing. You Are the Flower, where Joseph tipped his hat to Bobby Kimball. Bobby's not doing well. I have it from a very reliable source that he's not that he's dying or anything, but he's missing his markers a little bit more than he was before. From Toto 4, I Won't Hold You Back. Luke sounded great. Stop Loving You. I'm glad they played 3 songs from the 7th one. They didn't play Africa. I don't know why. I mean, it's their most popular song on Spotify and really their most popular song, but I'm not sure. They played Stop Loving You from the 7th one. Home of the Brave, Warrenham playing he sang the David Page part. Joseph sounded great as usual. Then David Page came out for Rosanna, and then they ended it up with Joe Cocker's version of With a Little Help from My Friend. But crazy. I'm going to read some of these. Hold the Line. Had to play this. You are correct, yeah. Joe sounded great. I wish Bobby was there. There's no way Bobby could have made it. I don't think Bobby will play another show. He may, but I don't think he'll do it. I think that's it for Bobby. He's in his 70s and he's losing his markers. And you got to be careful, right? I mean, the thing is, the last person to say I can't go out there, it's like trying to take a license away from an older gentleman. Not that he's necessarily wrong, but maybe his version of what he can do is a little skewed. And I'm not saying Bobby would want to still be out there, but yeah, that was really, man, we needed this tonight. I needed this tonight. I needed to to witness this show. But and Chase, what's the name of that Sputz? Not a floor tom, but that big tom he had. Chase, what is it? Gong drum. He doesn't want to come on camera. Chase is a little shy. That's okay. He did. Jeff, you're right. I think David Paich looked a little fragile, but some of that could be David Paich is just aging, right? I look at videos that I did 2 years ago. I just released on Facebook. And if you don't see it, if you like WKRP in Cincinnati, just an off topic for a second, I'll stick to the topic tonight, Toto. But I just did a video 3 years ago, maybe 4, I don't know. It could have been 5 years ago, on the Turkeys Drop episode of WKRP in Cincinnati. I don't have any facial hair. I'm a little heavier then. And I look at myself there. I might be a little heavier and more unhealthy then, but I look older now. And of course I do. I'm 60. I was probably 55 then. So some of that could be just age. And David's probably watching his weight. And hard to imagine Toto without a Picaro. I know, but I'm going to reach out to Steve to see how he's doing in the next few days. And I'm not getting in the middle of it. I won't do that. I won't do that to Steve. I won't do that to Luke. Same with Shem, who I communicated with a couple of weeks ago. I'm not going to get involved in that. My dad's favorite, Zachary, is that right? Gotcha. So I'm not going to get involved in the drama concerning that. And I don't like to spread, not that listen, if it's needed to be talked about, obviously we will do that. But to stick to 50, 60 is where, I missed you. I'm sorry. It's nice to see we have 70 people on here. I was watching one of the channels from someone who does video tips, and I follow those kind of channels. I watch those channels more than I do channels that do what I do. I hardly ever watch anyone who does what I do. It's just really rare. But when I was watching one of those guys, he was like, he had like a comment and then people were like giving him $100, and I'm going, what? The guy probably makes, $25,000 a month on YouTube, but they were just shooting money at him. I'm going, wow. Hey B squared, I'm 52. Sorry, the comments are coming by too fast. Let me see if I can see them here. I could see myself from a few minutes ago. I'm looking down. I think I'm important, but maybe I'm not. Oh, I'm holding the thing. There you go. This is smaller than that. Didn't Steve say that he wanted to stay in the studio? Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. He wants to record albums. I really wish Simon was still in Toto. I know, but man, tonight, I don't think anybody could have watched a Toto show and wished for another. Listen, you can. Don't get me wrong. I've got this thing about music where everyone's right. You're allowed to want, and I interviewed Simon. He was so nice. Hit the bottom like for John. Thank you. Yeah. I want to do more live broadcasts because sometimes I don't feel like going downstairs and doing, in my studio where I record my radio show from Vancouver. I don't always feel like doing that. Not that, listen, this is my job. I make most of my money on YouTube, not on my radio show. But sometimes I just want to talk to you guys. And I wish there was a better system where you could come on with me and we could talk back, like the Zoom thing. I've heard that YouTube is working on their own version of that. And then someone says it's not that, they're joining together with Zoom, where people would come on screen and it's not just a John Beaudin talking for an hour show. I was singing to Joseph tonight, that's why I'm a little hoarse. Let me see if I've missed something. I just hit the like button. Snowman, thank you, Snowman. Is David Paich, yes, he's Marty Paich's son. Yeah, love the live stuff, John. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it. I don't do it enough. And, God, this fireplace is freaking Africa hot. Africa hot! Wait a second. Lenny Castro's not with them anymore, no. Good on you guys. I got a big thing on my screen here. It looks like I got a big zit, but I can't see it. Someone was asking me when I was doing the interviews, I had a great big thing here, big black spot. They were saying, "What the hell is that, man? You should get that taken care of." Well, I had to take care of. They were burning off a big piece of skin I had on here. Mutation, to quote a Kevin Costner film. Yes, David, it's Marty Page's son. Thank you. You know, a lot of you guys are so well read and know your stuff. Couldn't Bobby just do keyboards because he does keyboards? I don't. I'm sworn to secrecy. There's certain things I can't. If someone tells me something in confidence, I'm allowed to say that he's not any better. Wayne from Australia. What time is it in Australia right now? I can't really look it up. Usually it's so easy, right? You can just look up what time is it in Australia. Live from live stream, there's a pop-in function. You put the link in your channel. Oh, I missed that. Okay, let me see what you just said there. Sorry to look away from the camera. These are live streams. There is a pop-in function. You can put in a chat where people... Oh, is that right? Thank you. I can't pronounce your name. It's just a bunch of letters. That's really, really cool. Someone just had a comment there. They said, show or hide. When you have... oh, God. That's disgusting. Come on. Chase. I'm going to have to... There's a guy here. Sorry, guys. There's a guy here just putting disgusting things on here. I'm going to get him banned. I'm just going to write his name down. He's just being a dick. Anyway, that happens on the live stream. Actually, YouTube has flagged him. So that's the way it goes. 66 people watching. Thanks, guys. So going back to the show, if anybody didn't know, if you didn't get a chance to see it, they started with Till the End from Fahrenheit, Hold the Line from the debut, Pamela from the seventh one, title song to Kingdom of Desire, White Sister with a drum solo, You Are the Flower with a tip of the hat to Bobby Kimball, I Won't Hold You Back from Toto 4, Stop Loving You from the seventh one, Home of the Brave from the same album with Warren, basically playing David Page's side. Then David Page came on and played with him for Rosanna with a little help from my friends. Where David Page was there as well. And they really closed it off. And they closed it off with Joe Cocker's version, which is kind of cool. Liked and subscribed. Good show. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, I thought that was the guy who was writing the stuff, but you're not. You're not. Because once we did a live feed, I'm not sure who it was. I think it was with Steve Porcaro. John, have you heard any more about Randy Meisner? No, I've not reached out to Randy. Everyone somehow thinks we're palsy-walsy. I've not reached out to Randy Meisner since I did that interview, which was years ago. But there's no other long interview of Randy Meisner. I don't know. There might be, but I've not seen it. So what we're going to do is post the entire Randy Meisner interview, with the exception of a few things that we talked about back and forth, which were kind of private things. Thank you, mate. That will... Chase? I have a drink in the freezer. Can you get it? Because I can't get up. I got wires all over me. I got a drink in the freezer. I'm saying this on live stream. Can you get it before it turns into ice for me? My son plays, okay, I missed that, but I've got this. My son plays Pamela every Saturday morning when he goes to work. Pump him up. Hey, that's so cool. By the way, I found the, yeah, it's in the freezer. No, I just need it from there's a drink in the freezer. Can you get it from, yeah. Is it frozen?
Sort of. It's like a slope.
It's really cold. It's like slush. Cheers. 75 watching on 37. Like, come on, guys. Did you what? Did you pay him? Am I missing out on stuff? Do you pay him much? What are you talking about? Only 37 likes. That's okay, guys. You know, and now and then, when someone leaves a comment on the channel, which is one of those, this is my favorite one that I got. You're a cross between Robert Downey Jr. when I used to diet a lot, Robert Downey Jr. and Patton Oswalt. I thought someone says, and I had to stop people from insulting the person who said that because I'm going, well, that's kind of funny. I kind of have one of the rubbery faces like Patton Oswalt anyway, and that was okay, you know? Oh, do I pay Chase to edit the videos? Yeah. Right now, Chase is doing a half an hour. If you haven't subscribed to Rock History Book, this is Rock History Music. Look up Rock History Book. You'll notice that we have a video on there, which we have the entire John Anderson interview on there. People are going, well, you only put 10 minutes worth. It's all there. So go to Rock History Book, and you'll find the entire John Anderson interview, and we're going to put the entire Randy Meisner interview on there, the Grand Funk interview with both guys on there, even though that was at a different time because they don't talk. Johannesburg, I believe his fave is the seventh one. Yeah, I love the seventh one. It's one of the, I call it you always get these things on Facebook, people saying, well, what's the album you can listen to from, top to bottom? The seventh one, my 3 favorite albums of all time. The seventh one, Elton John, Mad Men Across the Water. Autocorrect. Oh, Johannes. And Small Creeps Day by Mike Rutherford. 3 favorite albums of all time. Someone asked a while ago, where's Shannon? Shannon's upstairs. I think she's talking to a family member. One of your favorite albums? I can't see your name. Unfortunately, I wish I could put the words bigger. Small Talk. Love Toto. Mad Taz 66. Michael Jones, please bring on Billy Sherwood. I actually passed on Billy Sherwood, not to do anything with Billy. I mean, I'm excited that he got into Yes. And he was Chris Squire's choice to get into Yes. But because the only day we could do it, I had 4 interviews. And if you've ever done an interview with someone, you've got to be, people always say, oh, you're good at what you do. And well, it's not only because I've been in radio 37 years. It's also that you've got to get your facts together. And I don't want to be looking, people always say, why are you looking on your phone? I'm looking at my paper, man. I'm not looking on my phone. I would never check my phone ever when I'm doing an interview, like ever. But I always do the research just before I do the interview so it's fresh in my mind. And I had 4 interviews that day. So I had to, Billy was the only guy I could get from Yes. And they said, you got one. They're only giving out a few of them. And thank you, Snowman. How's the family? John, hope you have a nice holiday season. Snowman, thank you. Appreciate the donation. We're all well. Shannon's still working out of the house. Of course, I do my radio show in the basement, and I do these videos. Chase and I. Chase is in grade 12, and he edits every video I do because I can't stand watching myself. I don't, even though I'm forced to watch myself right here. And that's kind of the way it works around here. Our daughter, Danica, who's in a special needs program, she's 22. Say hi, Danica. She has autism. Say hi, Danica.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
And there's the dog. He's kind of crazy. He's a cockapoo, and this guy's I don't know if you can see him, a Havanese. When Danica has a seizure, the Havanese dog sometimes picks it up before she even has a seizure. Yeah. When you're into the Asperger's syndrome, it's a different world. Hi, Zachary. How you doing, buddy? It's a different world, but you know what? Whenever we come on here and talk about the fact that the only reason I say she's autistic is because she makes noise in the background. Your channel is great. Thank you. I can't read. Mad Tars? I can't read that. Okay. I can't read the long message I just got, so I'll read it on Danica's iPad. This is the second band I've heard today doing live streams, pay-per-views. Great alternative. You're right. Kiss just announced, for New Year's Eve. I saw that. No Genesis tour. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think they'll be held out long enough so that Phil Collins will not be physically able to do it. I don't think so. John, my daughter recently started having seizures as well. She's on meds, yeah, for I could tell you the meds, but Shannon's not here. Yeah, the new vocals were great, weren't they? Giant Space Monkey. What a great name. Why I oughta. No, that's good. Michael Jones, you're everywhere, Michael, tonight. I don't take it you're the same Michael Jones who's the piano player from the Narada label, who I think is Canadian. I interviewed him a few times. I went off to the NAC wave format. Remember the wave format? WNUA in Chicago. Really appreciate your series on Bernie Ledden. We're doing a thing right now on Hotel California. Remember, the other channel, Rock History Book. I think it's got 5,000 subscribers. We're making money on it, but not a lot. Great to see going live on Saturday night. Yeah, thank you. And that's from Carrie. Is it Carrie? The lettering on here is wait. Yeah, Michael Jones Wish. But you know him, right? Michael, you've heard of him, right? Because, I mean, whenever someone has the same name as me, I always pay attention to it, going, hey, there's another John Beaudin. That's so cool. There's a John Beaudin that once contacted me and said, can I buy your URL, johnbeaudin.com? And I went, how about no? How about I can't believe I got it, even though I don't have a common name. Richard, the Rolling Stone interview that came out with Toto was very eye-opening. Hopefully, all is forgiven. I am a drummer, yeah. I taught Chase for the first month because I had a World Max kit. You can't even buy them anymore. The company went under. Rock History Book, yeah. Go into Rock History Book. Write it down if you don't forget, because it's going to be a channel that have Hey John Flower. My Rain was incredible, yeah. You Are the Flower was really well done. Man, my son Chase, who's, he's drummer again, we were just like, oh yeah, man, this is great. And he tipped his hat to Martin Berthium. Show me. I had a friend named Gerald Berthium. I don't know if you probably don't say it that way, but he. Yeah, it was a special. Subscribe. Johannes, thank you. Is it Johannes? I had a friend named Johannes Selempa. She's from Sweden. I like saying Sweden. Anyway, she's such a great gal. On Aircom Radio Network, I interview her. Favorite drummer is Simon Phillips. He's just my favorite drummer. I just love the way he drums. I fell in love with him, not in that way, with Small Creeps Day, Mike Rutherford's first solo album in 1980, and then I have followed his career ever since. And I interviewed him 6 months ago. It was beautiful. And his demeanor, I'd see him in interviews, and I would always go, is he a little... I thought he was going to be a little grumpy or something. He's not grumpy at all. Not like that at all. Then I watch old interviews. What's that? It's apple juice. That's right. Saturday night. But just a little, right? But it's Saturday night, so I was so excited about the show. What's your opinion on Steve Perry version? I've heard that single they just released. That's just not the type of music I necessarily would buy, but I like Steve Perry's vocals, and I like his more mature, older, lower timbre, a little bit more vibrato in their vocals. I mean, he's gone down a few octaves, but I still think he sounds great. The music I didn't like as much, but I liked his singing, It's not one of those he could sing the phone book thing. I always thought that was kind of... I know what people mean when they do that, but there's a part of me who always thinks that's kind of silly. Anyway, if you're just tuning in, Toto played Till the End from Fahrenheit, Hold the Line from the debut, Pamela from the seventh one, the title song to Kingdom of Desire. White Sister had that drum solo, which was so good. You Are the Flower, and they tipped their hat to Bobby Kimball, who is not long gone, but he's still around, but he's not who he was before. I won't hold you back from Toto 4, the big one. Stop Loving You from the seventh one. Home of the Brave from the same album. Warren played David Page's parts. Rosanna, David Page came on. And with a little help from my friend. The Joe Cocker version of that, which is interesting because, of course, Luke tours with, and Warren, they tour with Ringo Starr, and I'm sure they'll do that again. That's right. So it's kind of cool. It was one of the best shows I've seen on screen ever. It really was. And people always ask me, do you miss Steve Lukather? Of course I do. I consider Steve a friend. I consider Shem a friend. But I'm not getting involved in the stuff that happened because I'm close to Luke, and I think Luke's one of the most talented musicians in the world. And yeah, that's not, and our channel's not really about that. We don't really, that's not our thing. So anyway, I agree with you on the quality of the show tonight. Wasn't there like energy, like a lot? They play Africa? No. And I think they did that, well, obviously they did it purposely. I don't think they wanted to. I think they're going for a harder edge. When they were playing, for instance, in the Home of the Brave, when I heard that, I'm going, that's the brightest, most poppy, not pop, I mean, it popped like that. That's what I mean. Hold on. Do you have live communication with who? Let me just flip that. Do you see live streaming being an alternative through the 2021? Yeah, but with the... not the video quality, though. The video quality was good from my end, but again, we have a 75-inch screen here that I just bought. Hold on. The lineup tonight was Steve Lukather, Joe Williams from the original band. Also, Xavier was there, Dominic Xavier on keys, Steve Marjoria on keys, Robert Searwright on drums, Warren Ham, of course, from the older band. And did I forget anybody? John Pierce on bass. And David Page came on for the last two songs, yeah. The show was announced a month ago. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, thank you, Jeff. The seventh one songs were incredibly strong. And it's love all the Joseph songs, so glad. Seventh one and Fahrenheit. Yeah, and they started with Fahrenheit, right? Till the end. I remember when the seventh one came out, I thought it was like Fahrenheit, but all the pieces just fell together tenfold with the seventh one. I was going through a breakup. I mean, we'd already broken up with my girlfriend, Carrie. And Carrie and I got back together after, and she's friends of mine. She's friends with me on Facebook now. She's a teacher in Portland. And and then I heard the seventh one. I ended up taking these long road trips, singing along with Joseph, wishing I was Joseph Williams. And at the time, I would have been 28. And I was still into that air guitar kind of mentality. I was driving an 84 Monte Carlo. I think I'm coming back. I'm back. God.